Seemed like the QBs were struggling a little bit until that last period, maybe.
Actually, I think it might have been one of Matt's best practices. Okay. Matt really lit it up today. I think Jake, he made some great pressure checks, made some great throws, kept the ball on some zone reads. So I don't know, I watched on tape, I thought Matt might have had his best practice yet.
For how you evaluate these guys, what's different about this week than maybe the first week of fall camp?
We evaluate the same way every day. They just got to come out here, got to have energy, got to have fire. We had a pretty long live tackle period. It was just zone read and empty. So, the defense knew every other play was an empty play, then a zone read, then an empty zone read. But that's good. That's good. It's things they have to be able to stop, and it's things that we want to execute as an offense. It was a really good period for us.
What did they learn from the film from the scrimmage?
I just think they learned some little minor details that we got to improve on. I think they learned that we can be a really tough football team, and we can really, I think we can win games late because we'll tackle well and we'll block.
Did anybody separate themselves in the scrimmage?
Yeah,
the
a lot of people did.
And whatnot?
Yeah, I think we still got to get through this, probably one more week, and then it's kind of, the players know. They can see it. They can see themselves separating themselves. But I don't want much separation, to be honest with you. I want it to stay close, so there's always pressure, and one guy always knows that other guy can come in and play, and we need the other guy to be able to come in and play.
You guys are still doing a lot of rotating on the O-line. When would you like to have those kind of 5 starters set?
Man, sooner than later. Sooner than later. I would like to have it definitely going into next week for sure. I would have liked to already had it, to be honest with you, but we haven't found it yet.
Did Mason has he impressed playing guard?
I think he's done some good things there, yeah. And it gives us another option to make sure we get our best 5 guys, not certain positions, but with him and Rose both now the ability to play tackle and guard, I think will help us get our best 5 guys on the field.
And are you trying to move away from having to play a freshman there? I know Zion's played with the
Not necessarily. Zion's one of the top 5 guys. He'll play. I don't know if he is right now. He probably isn't, and he needs to keep getting better because he's probably in the top 8. But it's not because of freshman or not freshman. But I just don't think he would be in the top 5 right at this moment.
Is Hightower kind of working his way into one of those starting spots there?
Yeah, he's working his way into one of the best 3 or 4 for sure. He's definitely in the top 4. And Jacob just has a hard time staying, not necessarily that he gets hurt, but his body just gets worn down, and he's going to need, no matter what, Jacob's going to need breaks in the game. So you really almost need 2 people at that position.
Nice to have Devin back these past couple days.
It was good to have another guy out there that can run around and make plays. And it's always just, we need to get some more of these guys that are banged up out there, because then it starts wearing down the other players. When some of the other guys are not out there.
What's Isaiah Taylor's status right now?
He's just got he's got a banged up leg right at the moment. Hopefully we'll get him out there soon.
Kendrick back to corner.
It's because Isaiah and Jay-Sean. It's just because of me. Isaiah and Jay-Sean both haven't practiced the last 2 days, so he had to go back out there. And that's good that he'll be able to play both too.
Is that what he'll maybe do during the season, just add depth to both spots?
Probably, yeah. And he'll see the field. He's too tough and cares too much. And I wish everyone on the whole team cared as much as he did. He'd be in great shape because he really cares and really fights, and he's a tough kid. I think he'd be a great special teams player too.
You guys doing more game planning this week than you guys did the first week?
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah, we're doing a lot more working stuff that we need to do, both in the opener and in a couple of the other early games in the year.
For the Ohio week, will you still be working on Wofford and Georgia Southern, or will that?
No. Once it gets to actual Ohio, then we'll just work Ohio. Yep.
What's the early scouting report on Ohio?
They got 3 really good linebackers. They got a good defensive end. They got most of their secondary back on defense, so they're pretty good on defense. Offensively, they got both their quarterbacks back. They got a receiver that's a pretty good player. They got that big running back that runs hard. Lost a couple of their linemen. So they're going to be a good football team. They're well coached. We just got to make sure we find a way to beat them. Get one more point than they do. That's the key.
I know it kind of works both ways, but is it kind of nice to see an opponent the first week at home that you've already seen?
Yeah, it's really nice to be at home. It's really nice to be at home.
What kind of buzz are you feeling from people around the community? Your friends?
I think they're excited. I think everybody's excited and fired up. Hopefully we can have that thing packed, and that new fan zone looks like it's going to be awesome. So there's a lot of excitement. We just got to get everybody out here, and I think it'll be a fun night. Okay, great. Thanks.